Hey guys, it's Friday the 10th and I'm off work today. I just feel so good to have my hair down, makeup on properly. Oh, it just feels amazing. Not that I hate going to work, but this new PPE stuff is just like, oh, it's giving me headaches at night and everything. I don't know how anybody else is getting on with theirs. So do let me know if you're struggling with it too. But anyway, it is a good feeling to be doing this on the day because obviously I've had to pre-record the last 2. So hope you are all well on this Friday. I certainly am. There's no rain. It's looking like there's going to be no rain so far. So I may get out today, which is amazing. Yeah, so don't forget, today we're doing Friday, Saturday and Sunday. I am stopping doing my dailies on a weekend now. So we're going to do it Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So let's get in there and see what the weekend has in store for us. I hope everyone's getting on well at work. I know a lot of you are back. Beauticians are going back. Gyms are opening. Things are really pushing forward. They've got these new meal vouchers coming in for August. So yeah, things seem to be picking up a little bit. I do want people to stay safe though. I'm not rushing out to do things myself. I know that some of you feel a little bit more confident in everything, but yeah, just make sure you stay safe in between everything that you're doing, making sure you're washing your hands, antibacterial in, wearing a mask when you can do, when it's indoors and it's very, close proximity to people. You can't be too safe. It's better to be safe than sorry is what I want to say. So yeah, that's my little bit of advice to you guys. I know you're probably all sick of hearing it, but I just don't want people to get too complacent about things is all I want to say. Right, let's move on and see what we've got going on for this weekend. So what, guys, is the message for this weekend? They've just said to me, safety first. So yeah, just watch what you're doing, guys. Keep your hands clean. Keep your hands clean. Right. This weekend, what is the... I'm really excited about doing this today because I haven't done it for 2 days. I just love doing readings. Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What have we got? What is the message, please? We're going... No. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, please. Are we going with them? No. God, decide. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. Right, we're going with these little beauties, which I love because they're nice and bright. So Friday, Saturday. Oh, I've got one wrong way around. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What are we expecting over the weekend? Ooh. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Anything else for these lovely people? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There we go. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, wow. Right. Anything else? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Too many. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Right. Done. So, just the 2 cards, but I do feel like these are split into 2 ways in some ways. So we've got the distorted masculine for the first card, which we actually had the other day, and the spiritual maturity card. Now, I'll just tune into these a little bit because what I am feeling very muchly from the first card which came out, which is this card here. I'm just trying to pick up on what's going on in the background here. And it is all about that I do feel like there's a lot of people that are very, very anxious about this last week at work. That is probably to do with the people like the hairdressers and some of the shops, the restaurants, things like that. People who work in these environments being quite anxious about work, about going into work, feeling a little bit like, you know, it's hard, isn't it? I mean, this is one thing that I'm going to bring in me here with some of this, because for me, what I found this week at work is the hardest bit about it is it's, you know, you can keep rubbing your hands, you can keep your mask on, you can keep your thing on, but all the time you're worrying about everybody else. So like, I've got my eyes like a hawk, and I'm like, did they touch the door? Did they touch that? Did they touch this? Do I need to wipe that? Do I need to wipe this? So it's like on pins all the time. And the reason why I say that is because the thing that's shining out to me on this card is he's got his arm up in the air like, oh, and then I can see this here, and it feels like it's a bit of a war with what's going on out there. It's about trying to find that balance on what's safe and what's not safe. And it's funny because I mentioned this, didn't I, at the beginning of the reading, about keeping on washing our hands and things like that. And I do feel like this is a lot to do with that stress of where you find that balance of staying safe and enjoying your life again. You know, like going out for a meal. Is there more anxiety about going out for a meal than's worth going out for the actual meal, if that makes sense? So this card for me is all about the differences as well on how people are perceiving the fact that, you know, we're allowed back out. You know, some people are going back to normal. They don't even seem to feel like there's a worry anymore. Then you've got the other ones at the other end of the extreme where they feel like, you know, they don't go out or they don't do anything. And this card for me is all about getting that balance there between, you know, the reality of what's going on and the reality of us getting back to work, the reality of us finding that balance on, you know, just how many times we antibacterial our hands at work, just how many times we wash our hands at work, just how many times we relax with people as they're coming into our, you know, establishments, or, you know, now we've got people coming into our homes. I mean, you know, some people won't be dealing with that very well. You know, it's getting that balance on. Can they have a cup of tea or can't they? You know, can they sit on my sofa or can't they? Please don't sneeze. You know, it's that feeling that I'm getting. It's that distorted, you know, some of us are quite distorted as to what is reality and what is not at the moment. Do we believe the media? Don't we believe the media? Do we believe the spiritual people that say it's an awakening? Do you know what I mean? Where do we go with this? Do we believe the government when they're saying that this is around and this is going on and this is how it is? Do we believe the figures that are, you know, I mean, I'm totally neutral to all this because I don't really listen to the news, if I'm honest. I don't have anything to do with any of it because it just freaks me out. So I tend to take a step back and just bob along with my day. But some of you aren't, you know, are going to have to find that little bit of a balance on what is acceptable now for you and what is acceptable for somebody else is completely different. So we don't want to be getting that mixed up in our daily life. We just need to, you know, if someone's more you know, finds herself antibacterial and more, or doing whatever more at work, or, you know, in the home, we haven't to take that on a personal thing, because that's how they're going to deal with that situation, and vice versa. You know, this is going to take the nation a long, long time to get their heads around, absolutely, clearly and properly. Until we get into a routine of doing the things that we have to do, it's going to take a while for everybody to get on the same path and have, you know, their anxieties lowered, is what I want to say. The police are going past. We've had a few robberies around us, or one at least that I know of just recently. So we're getting that little bit more of the police coming around. And it's never a nice feeling, is it, that that's going on in such a small village. But anyway, it seems to be the case. So back to this. Yeah, it's literally, I just want you guys to, one, know that however you're dealing with it at the moment, that is your way of dealing with it. Don't let anybody else interfere with that. I also want you to think as well that it's not our place to interfere with how somebody else is dealing with the things that are going on out there. You know, this is a pandemic. It is a scary time. It is a time where none of us know what's going to happen next, where this is going to go, whether we'll end up in another lockdown, whether we won't. So we've got to try and get that balance on that and take it as it comes. Try to lower our anxieties on these things, which is very hard, I know, but we do have to try and do that. We do have to try and what I call a risk assess the situation. Like for me, it's like, you know, it's a risk that you have to take going to work, isn't it? But then that doesn't mean that just because you've been to work and seen 10, 15 people, that then you would want to go into a busy supermarket or you would want to go into a busy shopping centre, you know, and that's fine. That's fine, isn't it? It's not a problem. What someone else does is not a problem. So what I want you to do today is, in your own mind, I want you to get yourself clear on the fact that you're all right being you. You're all right dealing with this, how you want to deal with it. Because at the end of the day, as long as you sit safe in the knowledge that you're doing exactly what you need to do to keep yourself and your family safe, then that is absolutely fine. That is perfect, because that is your own peace of mind. That is your own anxieties that are keeping at a good level. Yeah? So don't let anybody else tell you how to deal with your own pandemic, is what I want to say to you today from this. I do feel like some of us have got a distorted view on some things, but at the end of the day, as time goes on, things will settle down. Things will come into balance for everybody, and we'll all probably start to work in pretty much the same way. I think once we know in 2 or 3 weeks' time how this new lockdown, as you know, this new venture forward with the lockdown, with the hairdressers and the cinemas and everything else opening, we're going to know how that's going to affect us and just whether we're being compliant enough with what's going on. And then from there, we can make another judgment, can't we, in another step. So I just want you to take it day by day when it comes to going back to work, going to new places, going to the pubs, going to the restaurants. Do it how you want to do it. Do it when you want to do it, and do it however it feels best to you, is what I want to say about that card for this weekend. The second card feels like it is more of a separate card. I feel like this comes in Saturday, Sunday. I think that this is about more about couples than anything else. I do feel like there's either the starts of a new relationship that's going to be quite spiritual, or the starts of a new friendship that's going to be quite spiritual. And when I say spiritual, I don't mean it as in it's going to have to be all tarot cards, readings, healing, etc., etc. What I'm meaning is it's going to be a connection that's quite what's the word? Equal. So you're going to have this equal response to each other's words, to each other's ways. You're going to, be on the same sort of journey, is what I want to say. You're going to be on the same sort of journey. So you're going to want the same things in life. You're going to want the same, you're going to have the same conversations in life. You may find that you've even had a lot of similar relationships in the past, friendships in the past, job experiences, as in emotional experiences, what I'm feeling. And this person or these people, it could even be people I'm feeling that are going to come in, so it could be a relationship, friendships, that's going to set you off on a new journey, is what I want to say. All I can see here is a new journey for you guys. If you are spiritual, I do think that's going to take you through a new journey for your spiritual side. I do think that's going to help you with seeing, hearing, feeling, knowing what your life purpose is, etc., etc. Can you see how this couple here are setting off up here on this long journey? But it feels to me so calm. It feels so surreal. They've got their arms around each other and they're setting off on this journey together. There's no full moon on there for me. Look, guys, and full moon for me is all about secrets, but there is no full moon. So this is about a relationship with somebody that is very, as it says there, very mature, very open. You will talk to each other. You will discover each other. You'll be able to be open with each other, and you'll set off on this little journey. And I know it looks like a windy journey, but what I feel is that, because of the things that you have both learned in the past, or you and this person, as I don't want to say both as in just a relationship, because it doesn't just feel like relationship, it feels like friendships too. You will have both had that sort of journey, and what's going to happen is you're going to end up, can you see, every time you come to one of these, you'll learn from each other and it will move you to the next stage, is what I want to say. So it's all about whoever you meet, or somebody that you've just met even, you know, you could have just met them recently. You're going to move together up this hill and get to what is here is your life purpose, is what I want to say. So this is a connection for some of you that you're going to find that's just going to help you to climb up a mountain of stairs in a matter of minutes, is what I want to say. So it feels so positive, it feels so loving, it feels so secure. It's going to be somebody that you can totally trust. It's somebody, and I want to say it's somebody you're going to be able to totally let your hair down with. And I think that that'll be something that you haven't done for a very long time. The road, as you can see here, can you see how this is all very green and full of vitality? And then we've got this rocky area here. But for me, the green is over merging over to the rocky side. So it's like anything that's been rocky in your life is going to start to become greener. It's going to start to become more, you know, you're going to have that vitality and everything, because this person is going to help you go into the greener side of things. Can you see how this road is more in the green than it is in the rock? So obviously the first few years or months or whatever, you may still be on that rocky teeter. So you may have a few things that you're going to find you need to balance and sort out. But the thing is this person also is going to be there to be able, or you're going to be there for them as well. So like an unconditional thing where you're going to be able to help each other move forward. So watch out this weekend for new people coming into your life, for people that you have just met coming into your life, and there being that truth, you being on the same path, you wanting the same thing. So maybe you both want children, and then you want to go and live in I don't know, in a mansion in Wales, I don't know, but you both want the same sort of things. Do you know what I mean? You've got the same goals in life. You may meet this person at work. This could be somebody that has the same work goals as you, but whoever this person is that's coming in for you is definitely going to help you with your life purpose. They're definitely going to help you move forward with many, many things. And I do think that this person won't come in and disappear. This person is here for the long road, you know, for the whole journey. So what a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card for this weekend. So I'm sure they're going to help you with this as well. So if you're feeling, you know, a little bit all over the place about what's going on and what you should be doing and where you're going with all this stuff with work and corona and, you know, your children and getting them back to school and all that sort of chaos that's going on in your head to do with this virus and the way life's changed, some of you are going to get someone in to help you smooth all that out as well. So what a beautiful, beautiful, in fact, they've just said to me that, you know, this person, you know, with all this that's going on, you could have met this person around this time of this starting as well. So that's another thing to keep in mind. So a beautiful reading for this weekend. I do hope you have a great weekend, guys. I do hope we manage to have some nice bright weather and we can all get out. And if you are going off to the pubs and things like that, don't forget to stay safe whilst you're doing what you're doing. So take care, guys. Please do like, share and subscribe. I've put some more readings up for the horoscopes. I put them up last night, so I'm going to write them up today. They did upload overnight. I'm going to put them on today. I'll probably put another couple on. So do watch out for them. And I'll speak to you all soon. Take care, guys. I do hope you're all well, and I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.